Every coach on The Voice has their own methods for getting artists on their side. Some simply use their own reputation as an artist. Others talk about their famous friends. Still others speak from the heart and try to relate to prospective team members on a deeper level. Then there's new coach Michael Bublé, who has a different tactic altogether, and it came to a head during the 4th episode of season 26. In his first season as a voice coach, Bublé has developed an interesting tick when talking to vocalists that is, at its core, quite simple. He lies. Not about important things, exactly, but Bublé has a tendency to make up stories about his life during blind auditions, throwing everyone off their game. So far this season, Bublé has mentioned he was on the Titanic. He's claimed it was his anniversary when it wasn't. He's claimed he has a toupee. And he's dropped weird little lies so often that even host Carson Daly has stepped in to ask him what's up. It's an odd tendency, and it made one coach reveal an entirely new button during Memphis native Jamison Puckett's blind audition Tuesday night. Watch Jamison Puckett's performance of Journey's Faithfully during The Voice Season 26 blind auditions. Jamison Puckett on The Voice Season 26 Episode 4. Photo: Tyler Golden/NBC. Puckett, a 34-year-old singer who got his start in churches and is now married with his first child on the way, launched into a soulful, stripped-down cover of the Journey classic, Faithfully, for his blind audition. By the end of the song, he'd earned 2 chair turns from Bublé and Reba McEntire. During the post-song interview, Gwen Stefani praised his potential and praised Bublé's willingness to take a chance on the singer. "I didn't press, but when you pressed it made me so happy," Stefani told Bublé. "I like your taste." When it was Bublé's turn to react to Puckett's performance, he took a different approach. "I'm not happy, I'm deeply unhappy, because Reba turned too, and I'm so tired of this," Bublé joked. "I truly am." Bublé then launched into a strange story that turned out to be nothing more than reciting a version of the plot of the 1999 film Fight Club, starring Brad Pitt and Edward Norton. "When I was a kid, I don't know 2021, I moved to LA trying to get my big break," Bublé began. "I was in this underground club where we used to fight. You weren't allowed to talk about it. That was rule number 1. And now, after that life and fighting." But McEntire then hit a button somewhere on her chair, cutting Bublé off with an excerpt from her 1990 hit single You Lie. The entire panel of coaches burst into laughter, and Bublé in particular laughed to the point of tears. We don't know yet how McEntire got her own button to deploy specifically on Bublé, but chances are it'll come up again, because Bublé shows no signs of stopping his tactics. In the meantime, the segment closed with a happy ending, as Puckett picked Bublé to be his coach, adding another vocalist to Team Michael. "There's a big difference between a lie and a fib," Bublé said by way of explaining himself. "And also, you know what? It's humor. I'm just throwing everything out there, see what works. I'm having too much fun." McEntire's explanation for the new button: she's trying to throw Bublé off his game with a little tactic of her own. "You can't trust a thing he says, so I hit my You Lie button," she said. Where can you watch The Voice? Catch new episodes of The Voice Mondays and Tuesdays at 8:00 p.m. ET on NBC. Every episode also arrives on Peacock the next day, so if you missed it the night before, you can always catch up.